Post Sports Chat. I'm Drew Rubenstein with University High receiver and safety Jack Armstrong. Appreciate you joining us today, Jack.
Thanks for having me.
Mohawk Bowl week and your senior year, is this week a little bit different than the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, people like to say that we're going to treat it like another game, but everybody in this town knows that it's a huge rivalry. And being a senior and not having too much luck in the past couple of years, it's definitely a different feeling and something that we're all dealing with really well. But it's exciting, and I think we're all anxious to play, but we have to get the work in first.
You mentioned luck, and it's been a few years. No one actually on your team's beaten Morgantown High before. Does that add anything to the mix for you guys, motivation-wise?
Yeah, definitely. It's it's the biggest motivator we have, really. It's something that we've been hungry for a while, and something we've set our sights on, and it's we've tried to keep it out of our heads up until this week, because that's how you play. Every game's the most important one, but it's a huge motivator. It really is. So,
what is the relationship like with the Morgantown High guys and you all? Because you see each other in 7-on-7s, you're friends outside of. But what is the actual dynamics on game day like?
It's very interesting, because a lot of these guys, I've lived here for a very long time, and I've been playing against these guys since 3rd grade. A lot of them. Me and Chaz have been going at it since we were 8 years old, and we're good friends. And I'm friends with a lot of guys over there, and we're in the same spots a lot, going to the same movies, going to the same social events, stuff like that. So a lot of us are friends, but I think we both have a good understanding that this week is different, and stuff's gonna happen on Friday, and we'll be friends the day after. But it's gonna be a war on Friday.
Chazzy, I actually talked to him earlier in the week, and one of the things that he said from looking at you guys is team speed, and he mentioned you specifically, that he was saying that you guys actually have more speed than the Mohegans. When you look at MHS, what do they do well, and I guess your thoughts on what Chazzy says about you guys?
Well, first off, I have tremendous respect for Chaz and a lot of the guys over there, and that's awesome to hear from him. He's a phenomenal running back, one of the best that I've seen in a while at this level. But something that MHS does well is obviously they have a huge line, mm-hmm. and they know how to use them. And Chaz is probably the best running back in the state, and they know how to use him too. They do a great job of putting their guys in positions to succeed, and if that's running the ball 40 times a game, that's what they're going to do. So that's something that we're going to look to counteract, is they're big linemen, and they're tough runners, and that's we don't have the size that they do, and that's just something we're going to have to deal with and scheme around, but those are their major strengths.
Does MHS remind you of anybody? Have you played anybody as physical and as big as they have that they are, or is this going to be a completely new challenge?
It really is a new challenge. We haven't seen an offensive line of this size. I shouldn't say of this size and skill, because you have a lot of big guys at this level that don't necessarily know how to use their body yet. But most of those guys are very well coached, and they're very physical, and they're very skilled at the same time. So we've seen some big teams, but most of them didn't have very many athletes, and couldn't move very well. But this team's different.
Your senior year, and I guess going back to you guys, you and Travis, Tony, they're the group of guys that have obviously been together for a while, and you came in with some high expectations and wanting to avenge the Lewis County loss, and you did that. Has this team progressed the way that you would have hoped over the course of the season, and where do you think you guys are at this point?
I definitely think we've progressed. I don't think we're content with where we are. I mean, you never really should be. Unfortunately, we've lost not that many. We've had some unfortunate injuries that have kind of bothered us a little bit this season. Lost some important guys, but that happens in football, and we're ready to move past that. But in terms of the whole year, I think we've grown a lot as a team, and as friends and as a family together, and that's helped us a lot in some of the adverse situations that we've had to face. Driving 4 hours to Greenbrier East and stuff like that, coming off a loss against Wheeling Park. I think it really helped us grow, and I'm happy with where we are right now. In terms of, I shouldn't say that, we are where we should be right now, and we're just looking to build off of what we've done so far.
Absolutely. And for you personally, you mentioned MHS's size and athletic ability. Being one of the skill guys for UHS, pressure for you to be able to get open quickly to create some space and to give Travis, a target to find quickly.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely that's going to be in our heads going into the game. A couple of us, John Moore, Tony Richardson, mm-hmm. some of our other quicker guys. That's something that we know we have an advantage over them. and we have to use it. And there's a little bit of pressure, but that's good. Keeps us on our toes and keeps us focused. And we're excited because we know that we're going to be featured this week, and it could possibly be a big week for us if we execute the way we know how. So it should be fun to watch.
And for you personally too, I know you're still looking at the rest of the season, but can you speak a little bit about the college process, what schools are interested, what ones you're looking at, and where that process is at this point?
Well, the recruiting process here is a lot different than I guess the stereotype of what it would be. Coaches coming knocking on your door and asking you to come play for them. In West Virginia, things happen a little bit slower for a lot of people. A lot of people say I'm undersized or not quite as fast as some of the guys outside of this area, which is fine, and that's to be expected. So things are a little bit slow right now, but I've talked a good bit to schools like Princeton, Penn. Have an offer from Davidson College, North Carolina. I have a good relationship with West Virginia Wesleyan staff, and I've talked to WVU a little bit, and teams like Kent State, a little bit with Cincinnati. A lot of those are very minor and still kind of hoping for more in the future, but we don't really know yet. So it's all up in the air right now, and I'm very focused on this week and the coming weeks, obviously. But I'm just gonna finish this season and do whatever I can, and hopefully everything falls into place.
Yeah, absolutely. Still a lot of time between now and signing day in February. But Jack, good luck on Friday night, and appreciate your time.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.